This is a story of a young wife who cheats on her husband with her ex-boyfriend. On this fateful night, she wakes up when the husband was deep asleep. She wakes her friend and begs her for a switch of position to cover her up. Now the friend has to pretend to be the wife, covers herself, then she goes out. Her best friend was not happy, but what are friends for? And here comes her ex-boyfriend, who is already waiting outside for her. He opens the door for her as usual to show commitment, love, and loyalty. The both seems excited, for the both of them have missed each other. The boyfriend couldn't wait to take her home and have a good time with her. He kissed her and said, "I love you." And she looks so excited, for she has always wanted to be with her ex-boyfriend. Just before morning, the phone of her husband rings, and it's a call from his working place to report earlier than usual, for there is something to attend to. Now her friend is worried because the husband might discover she is not the one laying with him. And the husband asks her some questions, which she replies, "Let me be, I am having cramps." The husband, suspecting nothing, but just wanted to talk with her that he will be going to work earlier than usual. But she repeated, "Please leave me alone, I am having cramps." The husband then kisses her and moves to the sitting room. He's still feeling asleep, though he had to go to work. Now the wife is back, but at the wrong time, for the husband is already awake. The husband heads to the sitting room where the wife is, and the wife was afraid she might get caught, but had to do it for the love she has for her ex. Here she hears the sound of the door and noticed someone is coming out, and had to hide beside a couch. It is the husband who is coming to the sitting room to have some chat with his friend at work. The shivering wife was wallowing in fears, but she could not say a word, for she might get exposed. She was pressed, and luckily for her, the husband was still feeling asleep and dozed off again. Now is the best time to hit the nail at the head by walking slowly to the room before the husband wakes up again. Here the husband wakes up and remembers it's time for work. Goes to the kitchen, takes a coffee. Here, the wife feels a bit relieved, for she has managed to enter the bedroom. And now the husband is ready to go and prepare for work. He heads back to the bedroom. Now is the time to exchange position once again. She has to be fast before the husband comes in. The husband comes in, still find her asleep, and was like, "What kind of sleep are you having? I want to go to work. I need a kiss." Now the wife says, "Okay, no problem. Just that I'm having cramps." She pretends to be asleep. She was avoiding her husband because she has a smell of her ex-boyfriend. But the husband was not smart enough to notice this and leaves for work. And the next day, the couple were having a peaceful sleep before the ex-boyfriend calls again. And now she picks up the phone and sees it's her ex. She picked the call without saying a word. And it was her ex saying, "Come to the gate, I'm waiting for you." Another day, another mission. Now it's time to wake her best friend to do the same thing by switching positions. Tonight, her best friend was not ready for her drama anymore and refused to assist her in changing positions as usual, for it is so risky and she's beginning to get afraid of being caught. She was still begging her friend to do the same thing, but her friend said, "No, enough is enough." Now, it's time for her to go extra mile by bribing her best friend with some cash. For she knows that her best friend loves money so much. She accepted but insisted she makes it 400 instead of 300. Wow, what a good transaction. They are living the best life for themselves, and the husband was deep asleep as usual. Now is the best time to strike, and she leaves again while her best friend switch position as usual. After a while, the husband wakes up and wanted to cuddle with his wife, but discovered immediately that her wife doesn't have such colored hairstyle. And he was confused and removed the blanket, only to discover he was sleeping in the same bed with the best friend of his wife. And the best friend was quick to confess that it's not her fault. It was not her fault, but she did it for the wife. For the wife goes out every night to meet with some guy she's having an affair with. She went on to say that this has been happening for a very long time, and she did not know the best way to let him know about this, for she might feel she's betraying her best friend. The husband was heartbroken, and now the wife is back with her lover, this time to her matrimonial home. And now the best friend thinks it's the right time to shoot her shot as well, for she has always had a crush on the husband. The wife and the lover were making out in the sitting room, and she hears her husband's voice and her best friend's voice, and decided to check what was going on between her husband and her best friend. Now her best friend is taking advantage and trying to seduce the husband, now acting like an angel. She opens the door immediately and found the husband and the best friend having a kiss. And the best friend was able to stand her ground. Can't your private parts be private? Must you go out every night to meet this guy? You have a good husband that is responsible, but that's not enough for you. I already told your husband everything. And now she was angry and wanted to pick up a fight. And the husband, seeing the guy that came with her, and asked, "Who is this guy?" Why the ex-boyfriend was telling her, "Babe, let's go, let's go. Leave this man, I am better for you." But the wife was more interested in the fight with her best friend. Now the husband asked, "Do you lack anything?" And the ex-boyfriend was as well telling her, "Babe, let's go. I am better for you." The boyfriend was furious and was ready to leave, telling her, "You know where to meet me if you need me." And the two friends were still fighting over who is right, who betrayed who. Now the husband was fed up as well and told the two of them to leave his house immediately. The friend leaves, and the wife was thinking it's over, but the husband wants both to leave. And now he asks the wife, "What are you still waiting for?" "Oh, okay, your bag, let me get them for you so you can go and live with your ex-boyfriend. As you said, I don't want to see you in my house anymore. Go." And the wife was still begging, "I am sorry, this is the work of the devil." But the husband was angry and picked up a fuel can to throw at her. Now she leaves, only to meet her best friend counting her money she made from her friend, saying to her, "At least I did not lose everything. I have my money with me," not knowing that the husband was close and snatched the money from her, saying, "This must be my money. And what are the two of you waiting for? I said leave my house. I said leave before I change my mind." And they both left. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share, like and comment.